Hey everyone, this is Ms. Moffat from across the Litiverse, and I'm about to find out if I'm on track with my 2017 reading goals. Fingers crossed. Earlier this week I indulged in a mini freakout regarding my 2017 reading thus far, and I took part in the mid-year freakout tag. Also, be warned, I've watched a few of these videos already and the book recommendations might be drawing me further away from my TBR pile, not gonna lie. I've left a link to my video below in case you're curious to check out what all the fuss is about regarding the mid-year freakout tag. I also set some reading goals for myself this year, and I thought it was important to take stock of my progress just to see if I needed to get myself back on track. First off, I set my traditional goal of reading at least 50 books over the course of this year. I know that's conservative by booktube standards, but I'm a combination of a slower reader and a busy lady, alas. According to my spreadsheet, I've read 31 books so far, which totals 8,537 pages. I am pleased with that number. I also aim to read for at least 20 minutes a day, and that's not been as easy to maintain. I think I'm averaging about 12 days out of the month right now. The biggest challenge has been my work schedule. Convention season is long and does not leave a lot of time to read and make videos. That being said, I think I'm reading more this year on average than I did in 2016, and that's directly related to tracking my reading. And last, the TBR challenge. Last year I decided to set my sights on what I would describe as an out-of-control TBR pile. Now, I did cull books from that stack after reading Marie Kondo's Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, but I did break one of the rules and I kept some unread books largely because I genuinely wanted to read them. The one hitch is that I'm a mood reader and I don't adhere to reading lists terribly well because of that. Enter the compromise. I made a list of more than 20 books so I could pick and choose at my discretion but still be contained, and it's worked wonderfully. At this point I've read 10 of those books and I've bailed on one. And yes, I feel it's acceptable to bail on books if they're just not cutting it for you. More on that topic next week. As for the books I've read, here they be. Number 1, Girl Man's Up by Emmy Gerard. I liked its exploration of female masculinity, and I think it's a vital read for young gender fluid folks. I wasn't blown away by the writing of this book, but the content is definitely important. I gave this one 3 out of 5 stars. Number 2, Whispered Words Volume 2. I love this anime and it's about time I catch up on the manga as well. Murasame is finally accepting who she is regardless of Kazuma's interest in her, and there's a bit of distance growing between the two girls now, oh no! Number 3, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. A self-help book with lots of cussing. It was written for me. I still find myself reinterpreting the baseline for my success after reading this book. How often does your unhappiness come from the goals that you've pinned on the reactions or responses of other people? Just rethink the metrics by which you measure your own success. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. Number 4, Orange Volumes 1 and 2. I counted these two collections as one book just because my TBR pile is so ginormous. I'm still so impressed by the way this series examines regret and mental health. Honestly, I wish Orange could be required reading for all teens. I gave this series 5 out of 5 stars. Number 5, Dear Leader by Damian Rogers. I was looking forward to this one because I love Damian Rogers' first book of poetry, and Dear Leader fell far short of my expectations, so I gave this one 2 out of 5 stars. Number 6, Man by Kim Tui. Kim Tui is my CanCon crush, not gonna lie. She's a master when it comes to poetic prose, and her fiction is hauntingly autobiographical, even though it isn't. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. Number 7, Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I ended up reading Illuminae and its follow-up book Gemina in a matter of days, which is something I don't normally do. And yes, I'm counting down to Obsidio's 2018 release date. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. Number 8, Timeless by Gail Carriger. I finally finished the Parasol Protectorate series. While I did love the steampunk elements of this world and its lavish tea parties and wild antics, I did feel this last book was rather rushed. I ended up giving this book 3 out of 5 stars, and I think the same can be said for the entire series as well. Number 9, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I want to live in this novel. I loved it so much. I'll leave a link to my book review below in case you want to hear me count the ways in which I love this 5 out of 5 star book. It was also at this point that I realized I've been sitting on an unbelievable stack of books for far too long. Seriously? 3 5-star books? What is up with you, Moffat? Read your TBR pile! And number 10, Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Elir Sayans. Such a lovely read. I'm glad I listened to BookTube and checked this one out. I love that this wasn't just a coming out narrative. It was more about a guy learning to accept and express love. So sweet. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. And I ended up bailing on a specific book that I'll be discussing next Tuesday, so do stay tuned. Overall, I think I'm on a good track so far, so hopefully the second half of the year plays out as well as the first half. So how are you with your reading goals? Are you on track too? Please feel free to leave your comments below. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up to support this channel. As always, thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos from across the Litiverse. On that note, signing off.